Sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men will manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Atris.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull would be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little...
新型コロナウイルスが大変な世の中ですけども、お元気でしょうか。健康と安全、そして事件、詐欺、犯罪、本当にね、いろんな事件があるんですけど、本当に気をつけていただきたいんですけれども、はい、ということで今回はですね、ウィッチャー、ポーランドですかね、ポーランドの有名な小説ということで、ファンタジー小説なんですけど、ウィッチャーをやっていきたいんですけど、一体どんな事件が待っているのかということで、麺探偵なんですけれども、ウィッチャーの世界で一体どんな事件が待っているのか、早速やっていきたいと思います。それではやっていきましょう。はい、ということで今回もウィッチャーやっていきたいんですけども、一体どんな事件が待っているか早速やっていきたいと思います。それでは行きましょう。
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Didn't look like rain.
はい、ということで今回はですね、前回の、魔法使いがね殺されてたんですよ。はい、ということでね、急いでトリスの家を訪ねたいと思うんですが、行きましょうか。
Hey, ya! Come on, Roach.
Enough said. Even the rain smells like piss in this town. Arms for the poor.
Hey, ya!
Why buy tomorrow what you can buy today?
どうも前回ですね、抜かれたうちの一人の人ですね、どうも知り合いだったらしいんですよ。This place has been picked through.
Hey, sod off. We're looting here.
Not here for the loot. Interested in the sorceress who lived here.
And we're supposed to believe that?
Yeah.
Most likely hiding in some rat trap with the rest of them.
Who's she hiding from?
Temple Guard's cracking down. All mages are fair game.
Yeah, they round them up like rats.
Someone's gotta know more.
I'd look for her in the Putrid Grove.
Putrid Grove. Interesting, as names go.
A hive of scum and freakery if there ever was one. No decent folk show their hides there.
That why you think I should look for my friend there?
I meant no offence.
Putrid Grove. Where is it?
I wouldn't know. Rumour has it, it's a place for freaks and oddities.
You'd fit in well there.
Maybe. Thing is, gotta know how to get there.
They say you've got to get there through the sewers, but you've got to enter them outside of town. Few know where exactly, though.
Ask a beggar. Or spot yourself a thief, follow him. Beggars and thieves gotta pay tribute to the king of beggars. Word is, they do it in the grove.
Mean to say the local beggars have a king, crown, scepter, and all that?
Wouldn't scoff, mate. King of beggars, it's a moniker. Yeah, for a man who everyone in Novigrad respects deeply.
And watch yourself. Menger himself don't even go to the grove.
Someone call for me. Wonder why.
Miss Menger.
Temple Guard.
Thieving vermin to the confession chamber.
What, but sir, what's the offence? This is some sorcerer's bitchy shop.
Think that gives you the right to steal her property?
Well, sorcerers, mages of all types are outlaws.
But by law, the Temple Guard takes possession of their belongings, and the rule of law still holds in Novigrad. You know a bat can sniff out a moth a mile away.
What's your point?
I ask the questions, Witcher. And as bats sense moths, so I sense freaks. And start by warning them, Novigrad's no place for your kind.
Heard Novigrad was no place for mages. Now you're telling me it's no place for witchers. So who's it a place for?
Righteous folk professing the one true faith in the eternal fire. Nothing I can do to you now, but just know that I know you're here. One misstep, one error, you'll make a mistake, it's inevitable. I'll be the first to learn of it, and when I do, it'll be standard procedure, like for every magic oddity who dares taint this city's air. Be seeing you.
never known Triss to use one like this. Triss's. Never knew her to drop him on the floor. The rose of remembrance, all dried up. Amulets are emanating magic. Gotta be Triss's. She was allergic to potions.
Deepest apologies, Governor.
Fetch some metal, you wretch. I've been robbed! Thief! Novigrad, capital of the world. If they had such rabble.
Damn it, lost my way again.
Eat at the Kingfisher, you're sorted for at least 2 days. Just gotta jostle a good position where they toss the leftovers. Trouble? Take pity on me, misery, good folk, and aid a man crippled by misfortune.
Word is, nothing's free in Novigrad.
Oh, no one come bursting with questions. Now, where do you folk gain the idea we beggars know everything? I need to see this and I need to find that one who robbed me brother. Fuck if I know.
There's this place in Novigrad they call the Putrid Grove.
Aye, it's about right. Well, Novigrad's full of nooks and crannies with odd names. Looking to sightsee by a bloody map.
Heard men like you frequent this alley.
And I've heard they fed you all shit and you smiled and ate it. Now, don't mean no offence. Go in peace. Arms for the poor.
That's it, Roach.
Oh! Damn it, lost my way again.
Real fire? Nuh-uh, it is too. They just smear ash and then hit us first. That's why it don't burn. That's all it takes. Ash.
I'm warning you.
Oh, fuck, don't write any more.
I's a war veteran. Spare me a crown. This murderer's a demon sent by vengeful mages.
We might have expected as much.
Arms for the poor?
You lame?
No chance. Both legs in perfect order. And me arms, look, like a windmill's wings. There, see me waving them? Looky here, just look. My mind, thorough addled.
Been like this long? Addled?
Since me mother birthed me. Here's where it's addled. There, showing you with me finger. See that? Me indicating.
I gotta find the place they call the Putrid Grove.
I know it but won't say. I know it but won't say.
Why not?
Not allowed to say. I would tell you though, if you didn't push, weren't so insistent. If you like, come again. Might tell you then.
Guess your mind truly is addled.
Didn't I say so?
Elven blood, eh?
I'm knackered.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
The strength for anything.
Stop!
Can't afford a bar.
Before I blow me top! Another sight frog ass like rousing folk to set fire! Set fire to far corners!
Any needs, master?
He's got swords in his back and I've a pix's teeth with an axe.
Don't see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
Jest, I think yesterday
Arms for the poor. Feel death or laugh in its face. My, what a freak.
He sensed something. Gotta stay further back.
Scum's a scum's chump. But the word around town is Cleaver's out to kill horses.
Beware, freak.
Eternal fire walk with you.
I'm knackered.
The thinking customer will see right away I've got the best deals this side of the pond.
Things are generally tidier back in Covia. Those armies across the river. Worrying. I must resolve matters quickly and leave.
Stop!
More cautious than I thought. Can't get too close.
Holy moly, you're a scary one.
Sir, be merciful. Give us a crown, eh? Me mum's sick, and if I don't feed her, well, she's like to die of hunger.
All right, I'll give you some coin, but you gotta tell me where the Putrid Grove is.
I don't know that. Keep your coin, I don't know a thing. Move on. Be gone! Arms for the poor.
The bonny birds that prance by here. Teats like full bellows begging to be squeezed.
Ach, Fabian, it's unhealthy this yet for wind.
Beg your pardon?
Ooh, right.
I've had enough of living.
Mind the guards. They're worse than thugs.
The folk in this city, racial hygiene's as poor as their personal hygiene.
Leaves me of doubt, of anguish, of fear.
Four witches are evil's fountainhead. They consort with commons and slurp the blood of babes.
I've been cranky since morning.
Wonderful.
Ah!
Jitters. The
downfall of civilization, moral decay.
I met you, mate.
Open up.
Who are you and what do you want?
Doing some sightseeing. Kinda curious about what's beyond this gate.
My brother-in-law was curious. Worms been eating him for 5 years now.
Take a look. What do you see?
Yellow eyes, pair of swords, mutated killer, methinks.
Heard this place was a meeting spot for oddities.
Heard right. Know the password, get him free. Don't know it. Gotta contribute to the grove's upkeep.
Don't know the password.
Pay up then.
Catch.
You may enter. Oh, right after you leave me your weapons. They'll be safe in the locker.
Fine. Make sure you don't lose them.
No worries. Be waiting for you once you're done with the king.
What ails you?
Can't see out one eye.
Strength's gone. Picked him as vain.
Thank you, my lord. Right miracle you've worked. I'd like to repay you.
Convince those knaves on the city council that
That's
spells
okay,
are not needed
necklace.
on a whim.
Where'd you get it?
Positively indispensable.
How are things?
Good. More and more people come to our super clinics looking for help.
Menga's hound's not scared. About time we made something clear, sorceress.
Yes, high time.
Me and my men'll manage just fine without the help of you or any other mages. But you, well, without our help, you're sitting ducks for the temple guard. Who do I spy?
Geralt?
Atris.
See you two know each other. See you two know each other well. I was curious whether you'd managed to find me, Witcher.
Your spies tell you I was looking for the Putrid Grove?
My skull'd be a home for bottom-feeding river fish if I didn't keep an ear to the ground. And please, Putrid Grove? Ugly name for our cosy little hideout, wouldn't you say?
Temple Guard tolerate your little operation?
Let's say they appreciate the value of a Novigrad crown.
Menga doesn't seem like the type that can be bought.
Anyone can be bought. But like it's true, Menga had cost me a fortune. Luckily, he's got officers, and they're mere mortals. Illnesses catch him at times. Other times, they want to catch a bit of diversion. See, Witcher, I've got plans. Big plans. Far-reaching plans to reshape this city head to toe.
Ever thought of seeking a seat on the city council?
City council is a puppet troupe with the hierarchy of the Church of the Eternal Fire as its puppeteer. Until recently, that is, when Radovid and his witch hunters took the reins. The semblance of power don't interest me.
A man with a vision.
One day, the so-called free city of Novigrad will be truly free. But before that can happen, We got to rid it of superstition, farting around about the hallowed essence of the eternal fire. Nonsense for kiddies.
Apparently not. Cheering crowd at the execution. Mostly adults.
Any crowd of rabble will cheer to the stench of burning flesh. But one day, folk will understand the eternal fire's naught but a leash around their necks. They call this place the Putrid Grove, but it's the rest of Novigrad that's putrefied. This here's the last bastion of normality, sanity, reason. I'm actually glad someone like you's found his way to our city, because it will be our city one day, Geralt. Mark my words.
Yours, plural?
Yeah, mine. And me friends. But that's a tale for another time. For now, I'll leave you two alone. Because I can see, well, you clearly need it.
Geralt, I have a lot of things to take care of in town.
I'll be glad to tag along. What's your arrangement? He using you?
Helping me to survive, actually.
6 months ago, if somebody said Triss-Merigold would be working for a Novigrad criminal, I'd never have believed it.
6 months ago, Triss-Merigold parted with someone very dear to her and had to start anew. Hasn't turned out like I imagined. Come on, let me give you a taste of my life.
Mug like that won't get you a copper. Got to be elegant like me.
Madam Sorceress. Beautiful as ever. Damn shame to part.
Don't fret. Bound to be back soon. Nice to hear a few kind words, but my friend needs his weapons.
Course, I got 'em. Said I'd have 'em, give 'em back. So I'm giving 'em back. Here's your junk.
Thanks.
You watch out for yourself, miss. Novigrad's not what it used to be. Not a city for you.
I take it you're in Novigrad on important business.
Important doesn't do it justice. I'm looking for someone.
More precisely?
Young woman who's like a daughter to me.
Her? Here? No, impossible.
She was here. There are witnesses, evidence. Was hoping you'd heard something. You've been here a while. I need you to help me find something, anything, a trace.
I'll do everything I can, of course. Who might know more?
Well, another freak. Now full of civilization, moral decay.
What's the hurry, my prince?
'Tis a dog's life.
There's armies across the river. Worrying. I must resolve matters quickly and leave.
Hello, Klug. Managed to get those magic incense ingredients?
Yes, somewhat with difficulties, you might say. I was walking along the canal with a sack full of goodies for you. Looked up and spied a trio of temple guards coming the other way.
Get to the point, Klug. No time today for one of your long stories.
Wait! A sack full of magicalities and they were coming straight towards me. I don't easily frighten, but I felt a cold sweat on my arse, I did. I'm afraid I had no choice. I dropped the sack in the water. I had to. When asked why, I claimed it contained a dead cat. You shan't believe this. but they believed me.
I need that package, Klug. I've got a contract.
It must be on the canal bed. Luckily, it was heavy enough to sink. I'm sure it'll turn up if you search.
You expect me to pay you, then dive for my goods into that ice-cold filth?
Well, some causes require a sacrifice.
Causes? What about people?
For people, same holds true.
So maybe you care to dive in after that sack for me?
You win.
Stop. Hear that? They've come for us.
The fool didn't break until I began to prick his heels. Every man's got his sensitive spots. Interrogated a mage once. Pain couldn't touch him. Tore off his fingernails, crushed his bollocks, nothing. Turned out, he was devilishly ticklish. I placed a beetle on his belly and set a mug atop it. Damn near went mad.
We were lucky this time, but you'd best leave via the sewers. The trapdoor's in the floor.
Take care of yourself, Klug. Well?
Says they're to suffer, whereas the cunts just dream. Here you go.
There's a draft. Should be an exit here. Klug wouldn't have sent us here if there wasn't. Must be a lever on this wall that'll open the secret passage.
Free city of Novigrad. The name actually used to mean something.
The very reason so many mages came here after the massacre at Loch Muin. Thought they'd be safe from Radovid's reapers. Instead, they jumped out of the frying pan into the fire. But Novigrad stands on top of a mountain of coin, and winning a war takes three things. Coin, and even more coin. That's why they're exterminating mages, confiscating their property and possessions. And they'll go after non-humans next. The elves occupy slums, but the dwarves practically control financial life in the city.
Official word is that Novigrad will remain neutral. Somehow doubt anyone believes that anymore.
Judging by what Klug said, the parcel should be around here on the bottom. Unless the poor man was mistaken. He's been forgetful ever since Manga interrogated him. Seems to be suffering from a persecution complex, too.
Current must have carried the sack seaward. I'll swim towards the port. Coming with?
Maybe some other time.
Don't know what you're missing. Water's thick with pungent oils. Guessing it'll do wonders for my complexion.
Find the parcel? Or did you get wet for no reason?
Nothing like a refreshing swim in a filthy canal. Found a few fish, a rusty anchor, the carcass of a boat. Oh, and this.
Oh, my package. Hope the contents aren't soaked through. Oh, you're a doll.
Seem to be in your element.
Still remember my elements? How I use them?
Come on, 6 months isn't that long. It's not like I'm senile.
But you do have a history of amnesia.
I've recovered my memory completely.
Good. That should stop people from taking advantage of you.
Someone's been taking advantage of me.
I have, for one.
I've never even intimated.
We need to hurry.
Washed your hair lately?
These days, hair-brained, all of them.
Buying or not? I'd not buy that for half the price.
Greetings, sorceress.
Greetings, Brandon.
I didn't expect you to bring company.
Triss, you told this man you're a sorceress?
Of course. She was looking for work. That's her chief asset.
Are you, Triss?
I know it was reckless, but competition's stiff here. No one would hire me if I claimed to be a common rat catcher.
More importantly, no one would believe such a beauty could be an exterminator of rodents. But I'd prefer you not to tarry and begin.
Triss, you and Brandon here. You've agreed a price?
We settled on a full coin purse.
Brandon & Co. is a serious outfit. We've the largest granary in all Novigrad.
Don't much like merchants who flatter with cheap praise before the job's done.
That was not cheap praise. I was merely stating a fact.
So am I. I want you to pay in full in advance.
I'm afraid that's impossible.
Then trap your own rats.
Well, now I know why she brought you along. Fine. A full purse of Novigrad crowns as proof of my goodwill.
We need to place these crystals around the granary, near anything that looks rat-related. I'll cover half the space, you take the other half. Look for evidence of rat activity.
Thing is, I know what evidence of manticore activity looks like, but rodents?
Geralt, we'd both rather be somewhere else. I'd rather be sitting in a royal council meeting, but they killed my king. Look for crevices and droppings.
Once we place this incense, what then?
I'll cast a spell and the rats will leave.
Can't do that without sprinkling incense? Don't really feel up to looking for rat shit.
Stop whining.
Looks like a good spot. I don't like that guy.
Brandon? I don't either. He's much too fat.
Can't help but agree. But no, notice how he didn't try to haggle?
Must really want the rats out.
Triss, he's a merchant. He makes his living by haggling.
If I worried about that sort of thing, I'd starve to death in this city.
Master monster slayer in the world's largest city, looking for rat shit. Jeez. Think I plugged every hole in there.
All right. Get ready for some magic fireworks. Once I activate the incense, we'll have a moment to talk. Well, now we wait for them to scurry away.
Interesting method. Never had much luck with rats. Once I hit one with a fork in complete darkness, trying to show off my witcher's senses. Masterful throw, really. Problem was, no one else saw it. How could they in the dark?
So, what do you think? Rat catcher? It's a long way to fall from being advisor to Temeria's king.
I'm just glad to see you safe and sound, and...
Reconciled?
I was worried about seeing you again. Doubted it could be pleasant.
We said everything there was to say 6 months ago. I don't want to go back to that.
I'm not going back to it. It's one thing to say something, it's another to actually do it.
We promised to remain friends. I hope nothing will change that. So, tell me how Yen's doing?
How do you know I found her?
You didn't answer my question. How's Yen?
She's fine.
That's good.
Asking about anything specific?
Never mind. I got my answer.
Well, well. Our lovebirds having themselves a little chat instead of working.
The job's done. Geralt, those are...
I know who they are, Triss.
My friends begged me to notify them if I encountered a mage, sorceress, what have you. Didn't have the heart to refuse.
It's a trap, Geralt.
This stank from the start. If these boys are here to help us kill rats, they're late. You paid up front and got what you paid for. Not half a rodent left in the granary.
I paid in advance because I knew I'd recover my coin.
Such is life for sorceresses in Novigrad these days.
I can see that and I don't like it. So here's what I think. The hunters have come, and now they can go.
They'll do no such thing.
All right, we've talked. Do what you gotta. Just remember, I can't help but get in your way.
Heard enough from this horse, son.
As have I. Neither is to leave here alive.
Looking for a food. Get it from both sides! Yeah!
Hired me on the assumption he wouldn't have to pay me. If not for you, we need to find Brandon.
はい、ということでね、ウィッチャーここまでやってきたんですけども、事件大変でしたね。はい、ということでね、また次回もやっていきたいんですけれども、今回の放送はね、怖い思ってるんですが、皆さん健康と安全、そして事件や詐欺、犯罪、いろんな怪物で本当にね、気をつけていただきたいんです。本当にね、大変なことになってしまうのでね。はい、ということで、今回はここまでにしようかなと思ってるんですが、次回、じゃあやっていきたいと思います。本当にね、また大変な事件が起きるんじゃないかなと思ってるんですけども、一体どうなってしまうのか、ので、またの放送でお会いしましょう。それではお疲れ様でした。
terrified, clutching your babes to your breast. Emperor Emir has marched his legions into our lands, laid siege to every fortress from here to the Blue Mountains. Rabid and ravenous, he bites and bites away. Men of the North, you stand at the precipice. Your kings have failed you, so now you turn to the gods. And yet you do not plead. You do not kneel to dust your heads with ash. Instead you wail, why have the gods forsaken us? We must look into the trials we failed long ago. In a time past, our world intertwined with another through an upheaval scholars call the conjunction of the spheres. The gods allowed unholy forces to slip into our domain. The offspring of that cataclysm was the nefarious force called magic. Yet we did not banish it, instead studying the vile arcane for our own power and wealth. And the monsters at our door, the unholy relics of this conjunction, the trolls, the corpse eaters, the werewolves, did we raise our swords against them? Or have we laid this burden on others? On so-called witches. Stray children taught the ways of foul sorcery, their bodies mutated through blasphemous ritual. Sent to fight monsters, though they could not distinguish good from evil. The flicker of humanity, long extinguished within them. Yes, their numbers have dwindled through the years. But a few still roam our lands, offering their bloody work for coin. To this day they shame us with their very existence. The North bleeds, flogged by war. The battles are the gods' whip, chastisement for our sins. And let us not forget the terrors, the scourges from beyond our world. The wild hunt rides the sky with every full moon. The Dark Raiders abduct our children into lands unknown. Some say they herald a second conjunction. Can we chart a course back into the light? Will we find the strength to banish the mages from our kingdoms? Unite around the warmth of the eternal fire. Nigh is the time of the sword and axe. None will fight this war in our stead. Nigh is the time of madness and disdain.
I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time, but already I felt bound to her.
By destiny?
By something more. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy, took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, couldn't hurt. Strongest memory, though, the moment when Yennefer first called Ciri her daughter. I knew she was in danger. Elder blood flows in Ciri's veins. Which is why the Wild Hunt wants to capture her. Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Geralt, this is my story. Let me finish telling it.